So when everybody was fascinated about the iPad Pro when it first came out and all its bells and whistles, I still really couldn't justify the price. And being someone that uses the iPad on a day in, day out basis, I knew that the M2 chip in the iPad Air was plenty good enough for what I do on the iPad. Now, after owning the iPad Air 13-inch for about 4 months now, it's been my go-to for a lot of things, from creating content, editing content, and just staying productive. If you're wondering if the iPad Air 13-inch is worth it over the iPad Pro, here's why it just might be the perfect choice for you. Let's get into it. Now, one of the main accessories that brings this iPad to life is the Magic Keyboard. It's a game changer. I got mine at a fraction of the cost on eBay because the prices at Apple brand new are insane. But what it does is turn this iPad to a laptop-like device. Notice I said laptop-like because it really doesn't fully replace my computer, first and foremost, but it comes really close. Now, if I had to, I absolutely could get away with just owning an iPad with this particular setup. Now, of course, the Apple Pencil, not everybody needs this. You don't really need this, but for what I do on my day-to-day basis, this comes in handy. I'm not an artist, but we'll get into that a little later in this video. Now, as a content creator and a real estate investor, there's a lot of moments I dedicate to admin work. Well, I'm checking emails, scheduling calls, doing Zoom meetings with my social media manager, or checking in with my property manager for updates. The iPad Air 13-inch handles it all. Now, this is the type of stuff that we call light work. The stuff that most people do, checking emails, doing presentations, surfing the web. For that, the iPad Air is perfect. But for those who are in creative and business fields like myself, you need to see how much workflow this iPad can actually handle. As a content creator, I'm always shooting video and photos on the go, and there's a lot of times that I need to edit them immediately. Now, here's where this iPad shines. After shooting, I can use my dongle to upload all my photos from the SD card straight into Lightroom. Lightroom on the iPad plus the Apple Pencil is one of my favorite tools to use. Also, editing raw files is smooth and flawless thanks to the M2 chip. Now, for video editing, I recently moved over to Final Cut Pro on my main computer, and I wanted to see what it was all about on my iPad, so I downloaded the app for iPad. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this app still needs a lot of improvement before I fully love it, but when I really need to edit a reel or a TikTok, this iPad handles it nicely. And to be honest, in these 4 months, or even period, I've never done any heavy editing on the iPad at all. And that's what my main computer is for. But for light stuff, on-the-go edits, it's more than enough. And of course, when it comes down to leisure, the iPad Air 13-inch is top tier. For watching sports, movies, and playing games, it's the best tablet out there. Now, the 13-inch screen size provides so much real estate to work and play with. Before I got this, I had 11-inch Pro. And I always consistently wished that I had the bigger screen, but I was like, damn, the 13-inch Pro is just a little bit too much. But now I have it at a fraction of the cost, and it didn't break the bank. Now, I can't lie, the last 4 months with this iPad Air 13-inch have been pretty amazing. I know its boundaries, I know its limits, I know exactly what it can do and what it can handle. The real question is, do you think the iPad Air 13-inch is the right device for you? Let me know down in the comments below. This is your boy JB signing off. I'll see you guys next week in the next video. Peace.